Thanks for joining us here for another bar-side chat at the 9 Bar and Fitzgerald's Bicycles. Thanks for joining me, Scott.
Yeah, Brandon, thanks for being here.
No problem. Well, we're here to talk about the bike that you are most excited about for 2013.
Yeah, and it really carries over from my excitement of 2012. You know, I rode the Pivot 429 aluminum mountain bike all last summer. And I think everyone sort of got sick of hearing me say in the bike shop, best riding bike I've ever owned. I was really pumped about that bike. Yeah, you know, I've ridden a lot of different 29ers, and for the most part, I really like the way 29ers ride. Sure. The thing that I love about the 429 is it's fast, it's efficient on the climbs, it's screaming fast on the downhills, but it's also playful. So it just is a super fun bike.
Best of everything.
Best of everything.
So new for 2013 is the carbon version of the 429. Can you tell me a little bit about what makes this bike unique from the aluminum version?
Yeah, sure. I think a lot of people think that the carbon version is just a carbon version of the aluminum 429. In a lot of ways it really is, but they did change the geometry slightly. So I wouldn't say that's a completely different bike or ride quality.
Right.
It's little refinements. They took an amazing bike and an amazing platform, tweaked it and made it that much better with carbon as a material and slight geometry changes.
So we have a great bike, but it seems like Pivot really takes and pays attention to the little details and really the entire design of their bikes.
Absolutely. You know, the DW Link suspension has a great ride characteristic and quality to it, but it's more than just the technical aspects of the bike. They spend a lot of time on the design elements of it too. So the cable routing is super clean. It's an aesthetically beautiful bike, so they really pay attention to every little thing. And
we even have on this particular bike dropper post guide,
yep.
Which is super crucial in today's mountain bike market. Fitzy, tell us a little bit why DW Link rides so well.
Yeah, sure. Well, DW Link, DW stands for Dave Weigel,
okay.
A very now famous suspension designer in the mountain bike world. And the DW Link is used by a lot of different companies, but each company kind of puts their own brand on it and their own ride characteristic on it. So in this situation, Dave Weigel worked personally with Chris Kokalos, the owner of Pivot, to take DW Link suspension and make it the best it could possibly be for the ride quality that Chris was looking for out of Pivot mountain bikes. What that means for me, I feel like this 4-inch bike rides like a 5+ inch travel bike. It doesn't feel like a 4-inch travel race bike, although it certainly can be for those racers. But to me, it rides every bit as smooth and stable as some of the 5-inch travel trail bikes that I'm used to riding. And that's super fun.
Yeah, and I think that that's a huge point with all Pivot bikes is they ride super plush when you're looking for that plush travel.
That's it. It's plush when you want it to be, stiff and stable when you want it to be. You know, carbon as a material is going to give you a lighter overall bike. It's going to give you a stiffer bike side to side. It's laterally stiffer. It's going to track better. But they did tweak the geometry a little bit. The big difference you'll see is a 1/2 inch shorter chainstay. So you're going to get a faster turning bike. It's going to be a little bit more nimble.
Gotcha.
Now, 429s, the aluminum version, are really nimble to begin with, so it's not like they reinvented the platform completely and made this bike ride totally different. It's just a refinement. But I think the big story is the wheelbase difference coming from the chainstay and also the standover height. With the carbon, they were able to slope the top tube down a little bit more. Gotcha. It's a lower slung bike. It's going to really help out the shorter riders who need that standover height, and that's important to be mindful of because there might be some people out there who want to get the aluminum bike, but they can't get the standover height out of it. And here's a great way to get around that with a little bit lower bike.
Well, great. I think that Pivot really hit it out of the park for 2013 with the Mach 429 carbon.
Be sure to check out our other bar-side chat on Pivot in general as a company and why we enjoy doing business with Pivot and the attention to detail that they put into all their products and the quality control that they have. It's really good information on there that we won't go into in this chat, but good stuff.
Well, it seems to me like the 429 carbon is a great new development for Pivot for 2013. Thanks for joining us for another bar-side chat at the 9 Bar and Fitzgerald's Bicycles.
Oh, wait, one more thing. Demo fleet. Come by, try a DW Link Pivot for yourself in a 29er and see what it's all about at Fitzgerald's Bicycles.